Using P2C for searching for evidence from projected phone examinations is easy. This video is just one of many in the free P2C introduction video series from Paraben. In this segment, I'm going to show you how you can use the OCR features within P2C 4.1 to search for text within pictures taken using the Projector Phone Flex or ICD 8000. Now, normally when you do an examination with a projector phone, you use P2CC to create your report. I'm going to show you the advantage of using P2 Commander 4.1 rather than P2CC in order to take advantage of the OCR capabilities within P2C. So one of the first things I want to talk about is when you perform your examination, there are certain things that you need to do that will make it so you have better results in the OCR extraction. So in this examination I've only got 3 photos of text messages here. You can see from this first one, it's a smaller resolution photo. Although this says HD in the settings for the projector phone camera, it isn't the largest resolution that you can get. This one here is the highest resolution. It's much higher resolution, larger file size, but you'll see as I show you in P2C the text extraction how much more effective it is. Then we have a horizontal picture here, and I'll show you how P2C handles that and why you should not take horizontal pictures if you want to extract OCR data. So let's go ahead and open up P2C. I'm going to jump right into opening up this folder as evidence here. So I'll add evidence. It's going to create our case. I'm going to choose folder. I'm going to find my LifeCam files here. I'm not going to search for deleted data or anything like that because I'm just looking at the photos. I'm going to perform a sort and index, but I'm going to uncheck all the recursive options and all the undetected format options. I'm going to make sure that we still skip all this data here, but this is where we see the options for OCR data extraction within the sort. Now there are other areas and I'll show you where they are. So you can choose to skip the sort if you want to utilize just the search feature or the individual file conversion, and I'll show you how to do those. You can see here that we have the English pack installed. If you want to install other language packs for OCR, you can go to the P2C homepage on Paraben's main website. On the navigation, you'll see a link to OCR language packs. Just click on that, download your language pack that you want, install it, and it will show up here when you are going to do an OCR. If you want to search for illicit images, you can use the image analyzer here, and it will scan for illicit images within these photos as well. So that's going to finish pretty quickly, but I'm going to show you what the data looks like here in the root process or root folder here. So we've got the LifeCam files, and we've got this first photo that we've taken. This is a smaller one, so I can look at the file view and I can see the data here. If I click down here on the extracted text, it's going to show the extracted text. Now if I haven't extracted that text during this sort, it may take a minute for it to extract the data and display it, but you can see immediately that the effectiveness is not as high as it should be. Right here it says earner, and we know here in the text message it says earlier. So this lower resolution photo doesn't do as well when it has a text data extracted. Now let's look at the higher resolution here. Look at the extracted data, and it gets it right. It gets most everything right. Now it also picks up some of the other text in the photo that the lower resolution wasn't picking up. You can see here that we have messages, but it doesn't necessarily pick up the details, the Monday here. So even this text is too small for it to pick up in the extracted data. So you can see that OCR is limited in the text that it can pick up because it's trying to read the outline of that text. It's not going to be 100% effective, but it's not bad. You can see that I got most of that message here in this extracted text. If I come here to the horizontal view, you can see this horizontal view. It is mumbo jumbo because it is trying to read text like we would read a book from left to right. And of course it will adjust for the language that you've got installed and are looking at. So it is not going to see this. Even if we rotate this image here, you're not going to see a change because rotating here within P2 Commander does not actually rotate the image. That would be changing the image, and we don't change data within P2 Commander. So if you want to rotate the image before you load it, if you rotate it within the Windows image viewer, it will actually change that image and rotate it properly before you load it in, and it will be able to read that text when you extract the data. Now the other area in which we can extract data is through an advanced search. Now we've got to be careful here. If we just clicked on the advanced search with this photo highlighted here, we would only search through that photo and we wouldn't get any results, especially with the extracted data being mumbo jumbo here. So we want to make sure that we've got our folder selected. Click your advanced search, and rather than just typing in the search term that you want and clicking start, we need to come up here to the file system data, select extracted text data from images, OCR, make sure our language pack that we want to search through is checked here, and then we can come back to the common search and search for our term. So we're searching here and we see 2 hits. If we expand this and double click on it, it may take a second for it to load up. We can expand both of these. It's going to take a second to navigate to the actual location here, but you can see right here is our search term. So this is a great way for examiners to be able to search for text in huge examinations that are manual examinations when you can't get the data directly from your device for whatever reasons. So I recommend anybody that does not have P2C in their arsenal for forensic examinations that you get P2C. It is a great tool for mobile forensic examinations using OCR. It is a great tool for computer forensic examinations, email examinations, among other things. Thank you for joining me today.